The other day I was going through my closet cleaning a couple things out, and I actually came across one of my old childhood collections, my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This actually dates back to the early 2000s, not necessarily this binder, but I mean most of the cards in here. I still have a lot of LOB cards, and I thought to myself, I'm just going to go through this today and make a video about it. So this doesn't really fit on my desk very well, but I'm going to make it work. We're going to do row at a time. So right here is the starter deck Yugi Dark Magician. You know, you got to start off with the classic. We have the Nightmare Wheel from, what is that? Dark Revelations, I think that's what it was. And I still have my original Legendary Fisherman from, I think, Pharaoh's Servant. And then down here, I used to have this originally in a first edition, but I remember trading this and I ended up trading it away and I ended up getting this back like years later from somebody else. Aqua Dragon. This card was from Forbidden Memories. I don't remember how I got it. And then, of course, we have the Magician of Black Chaos, which was just a classic in the anime if you watched it. This row, we have another Dark Magician, you know, from the Structure deck. Then this is actually Gaia the Dragon Champion from, if this would focus, from LOB, that's Legend of Blue Eyes. Not first edition, but it is nice. Then we have Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. This was around the time where I think I was in middle school, and I got this, and I really wasn't into Yu-Gi-Oh! After that. But, yeah, there's Red Eyes Darkness. We have Graceful Charity, you know, one of the structure deck cards. Dark Spirit of the Silent from Labyrinth of Nightmare. Then we have Magician of Black Chaos again. Not too much special here. We have Griffin's Wing, which was from the Pegasus starter deck. I think that's a common brain control. No, that's super rare. It's kind of hard to tell. It's really hard to tell, but this is a super rare. Tuner Scheme. I'm not really sure what that card is, but I got that later on. So, yeah. We have Thenan? Is that how you say it? Thenan the Great Sphinx. He was from the movie. Javelin Beetle Pact and Javelin Beetle. That was from the premium pack, I want to say. Up here, we have Giant Red Sea Snake, which this was another card I always wanted just because I saw it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Kaiser Seahorse and Card Destruction, more structure deck cards. This one's kind of interesting. I got this from the Pharaoh's Servant. That's one of the two secret rares from that pack. The other one is Jinzo. I still remember that. Shooting Star Dragon. Got that from a tin. We have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's just a classic. We have, I almost said Gearfried. We have Freed the Matchless General. That's an ultra rare. We have Relinquished and Revival Jam. I always liked Revival Jam. That's why I held on to that one. Then we have the original 3 God cards from the Game Boy Advance game. So here's the Obelisk card. I got this one out instead just because it would be easier to see the back. Looks pretty standard in the front. It does have the Game Boy Advance logo on it. And on the back side, it's just blue. There's no Konami logo on it. And I'm pretty sure these were the real ones from back in the day. Like these are like the original releases. So I think that's actually pretty cool. These were the original LOB ultra rare Exodia pieces. I have the right, left, and the head. And then down here, I have the right leg, another head. But I never got the left leg in LOB. So I'm just chilling here with the common version of the card. It is what it is, but maybe one day I'll just purchase the left leg and be done with it. Then of course up here we have our 3 starter deck Kaiba Blue Eyes White Dragons, which aren't in the best condition. You can see kind of the cracks and the creases there. It is what it is, but that's what we got. Down here we have my original Buster Blader. I used to use this card a lot because I thought it was good. We have an ultra rare Needleworm. This isn't the one from the tournament pack, but I always wanted an ultra rare Needleworm card because, you know, it used to be very expensive. I think it still is, but this is like the cheaper version of it that I got from Legendary Collections Yugi's World. Then we have my Dark Magician Girl. Everybody loves this card, but it's not the Magician's Force one, so just take it easy. I have my 3 original LOB cards. So this is the ultra rare Monster Reborn, super rare Raigeki. Raigeki? I don't know how you say that. And then Swords of Revealing Light. They're all hollow. You can kind of tell. This one is an ultra rare. You can tell the gold lettering. But these were all original LOB cards. You can kind of see it a little bit. Next page, we have Scapegoat. It's just a regular card. Or, sorry, like a super rare card from the deck. That also came with the red eyes. And then we have Black Magic Ritual. XYZ Dragon Cannon. I think that's from... Yeah, that's from Magician's Force. So that is the original ultra rare. Then we have 2 beat-up cards, Graceful and Skull Dice, which I always wanted to pair, and I have it. We have 5-Headed Dragon. I don't know if this is actually a good thing, but this is like a really weird printing on it. Like they messed it up. I have other ones in here, but they're not messed up like this. So I don't know if this is actually more valuable or less valuable because of that. Then we have one of my what are they called? McDonald's cards. I kept that since I was a kid because I thought it was cool looking. Then we have Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, which I don't remember how I got that, but I have it. Then we have Rear Oku. Is that how you say it? Rear Oku Fields. We have Gearfried. Is that the original? Yeah, that's from Pharaoh's Servant, so that's the original. And then we have my secret rare, Metal Raiders 1000 Dragon. Zero the Man, the Ritual, Snow Maneater, which was like a later on replacement to Maneater Bug just because it had more defense. We have the original Catapult Turtle. That's also from Metal Raiders. That's also in a super rare. We have Creature Swap. I never liked this card, but it does look cool, so I kept it. Another Griffin Wing, not too special. Dread Scythe Harvester, the Behemoth, the King of all animals, and Total Defense Shogun. You know, that's a tin card. I don't remember these two. Blackluster Ritual, Thousand Eyes Restrict. I always loved this card. I don't remember what set this was from. I know it's limited edition, but this was from a tin. I'm not really too familiar with this card, though. Yeah, that's from a structure deck. That's what SD means. Then we have Insect Queen, which is a beautiful card. And then we have two Blue Eyes, which this one I love. I love this one. LC01. I don't know what this card is. I don't even remember getting this one. Lord of D, which that was from the starter deck. And then Deck Devastation Device. It's not the Crush Card Virus. That's something different. I don't have that. Mask of Restrict from Labyrinth of Nightmare. Is that what it is? Labyrinth of Nightmare, yep. We have a beat up Zoa card. I always love this card because, yet again, Forbidden Memories. We have Dark Paladin, which is a beautiful card. I loved this artwork the best. It just looks good. Another Theanin. And this is my Blackluster Soldier. I don't remember if we just went through one, but I know I have a couple of these. Double Spell. That was a cool card. I didn't really use it, though. Dark Master Zork. Reaper on the Nightmare. I always liked that card. And Sphinx Talia. Talia? I don't know. That's also from the movie. We have a secret rare, The End of Anubis. I think that AST, that was Ancient Sanctuary. We have Red Eyes Black Dragon. This one's kind of cool. That's Dark Magician, if you can read the text. Lord of D. This is a tin card. I kind of wish my mom got me the Summon Skull instead of this one, but it is what it is. Mesmeric Control. This was always a really cool card. I think this was also in Forbidden Memories. And we have Suijin. I remember that from the anime. Another Red Eyes, another Dark Magician, Azura Priest. Not too special there. This is a super rare black pendant and Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. If you ever played Forbidden Memories, you know this card. I can tell you that you know this card if you played that game. Dragon Master Knight, which was also a really cool card. I don't remember this one, but I think that's from a starter deck. This is the original Toon Summon Skull from Metal Raid, or Magic Ruler, sorry. And this was Magic Ruler before they called it Spell Ruler. So this is an old card. However, it's not first edition. Then probably my favorite McDonald's pack card, which was the Millennium Shields. Such an OG card. I don't know what that is. Rocket Warrior is cool because I always like that card. What is this? Elemental Hero Blade Edge. I don't care for the Elemental Heroes. Gemini Imps, Penguin Soldier. That was from the structure deck. Air Knight Parshath, Legacy of Darkness. I think that's what that was. Legacy of Darkness. Then we have another LOB card. We have Mystical Elf in a super rare. Card Destruction, Ally of Justice Lightgazer, Javelin Beetle packs, You're the Man. We've already seen these ones. Yep, another set. And I have a couple commons in here for some reason. I don't know why. I guess these were just staple cards at some point, so I just threw them in here and thought that they were good. Okay, so we have Five-Headed Dragon. This is popping out. Mass Beast and Fiber Jar. This was a really classic card. I think this was on the ban list for a period of time. But this Five-Headed Dragon and this Five-Headed Dragon, they both look like they're printed like evenly versus that old one. I'm trying to look through my phone. Gravekeeper Recruiter and Guard. I never cared for those cards, but I think that's one of the first archetype. Guardian Eatos. I always loved these two cards, but Mind Crush is really cool as well. We have two copies of Double Spell here. These are super rares. Commander Covington. Not really sure what that is. We have a secret rare Change of Heart. These were from Legendary Collection Yugi's Worlds, which was a cool set that came out like 13 years ago by this point. Two Royal Decrees. This was just cool. I don't know why I put this in here. It's a common. We have a secret rare, Left Arm of the Forbidden One, which was cool. Book of Moon, that used to be really popular. I don't really know what these cards are. They're a little bit newer, so I just threw them in here. Coach Soldier Wolfbark. That's a really nice secret rare. I like that one. Two more commons. I don't really have many of XYZ cards, but these are really fun to play. Not these cards specifically, but XYZs I always liked. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this was. I don't even know where I got that. Fire Princess, that was a really old burn card. Reckless Greed, Solar Flare Dragon, Three-Legged Zombie. I think this was originally from the McDonald's set, but I never got it, but I did get it from Legendary Collection Yugi's World. Exchange was always a cool one. And then we got Green Gadget, Necro Valley. I remember that card. And then Pyramid Turtle. That was cool. Dragon Shields. Is this Max C? No, that's Flying C. I'm not really sure what these are. These are Link Summon cards, which this one looks really cool, but I don't know if this is good at all. No idea. Don't even know how to play Link Summons. Hollow cards that I put in here that thought were cool. We have a token card. These were always really cool. Then Magic Cylinder. That's not the original one. That's a reprint. This was also a reprint. Yep, that's also Yugi's World. That's a token. That's a secret rare UFO turtle. Same thing with 7 Tools and Marshmallow. This was always kind of cool. And we have some newer cards here and more Link Summons. This is really cool. I like that one. More cards I don't understand. I feel like this one's actually good for some reason, but I don't remember why. Because I did look this up when I got it, and I remember this was like somewhat relevant. The Primal Being. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently that's like half decent, or at least it was. We have a classic Dark Necrofear. This was a reprint. This was also the same thing. I have like multiple of the same cards here. Then these were structure deck cards. I think this was like the first time I got my hands on Synchro cards, so I wanted to buy the structure deck. I'm not sure what these are, but these looked cool, so I put them in here. They actually put an @ symbol in a card name. I've never noticed that before. Murray of Avarice. Meteor Black Dragon was a classic card. This card just looks so good. Kaiser Glider. I got that when I was a kid. I remember my dad buying me that pack. Then we have Snatch Steel. That was from Magic Ruler, not Spell Ruler. Not first edition, though. So we have Stardust and Kaiser Seahorse. We have another Marshmallow. Dark Magic Curtain was a cool card. Negate Attack, I always liked. Probably my favorite spell card, or, well, magic card, was the Harpy's Feather Duster. That was from one of the games. Then we have, I think this is a tin. Yeah, they're both tins. But this is 03 and that's 09, so I don't know. Invader of Darkness. This card was really cool because I got a first edition secret rare when Invasion of Chaos came out. And this one, Magician's Force, I think that's what it's called. I got that when that came out. That's first edition. And I just skipped over this because I don't really know what this is. Now we have some like old school cards here. Meteor Dragon, Two-Headed King Rex, and Stone Dragon. We have another Blue Eyes. We have Shadow Spell, The End of Anubis. This one was ultra rare. Ghost Bella, and Haunted Mansion. And then we have Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. I remember this card. Or Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I think there was another one called that. And this is just some other card I threw in here. Windstorm of Itaqua, Goblin Attack Force, and Gearfried. Then we have Sakuretsu Armor, Mirror Force. This isn't the original, unfortunately. And same thing with that. That's Heavy Storm. And I'm starting to get a little messy here. This is the original LOB, Curse of Dragon. Not in the best condition. I think that's actually on the sleeve, not the card itself. Diviner of the Heralds, Tri-Brigade Kit, and another Link Summon card. They did a really good job with like the holographic effect on some of these. It looks really good. Dark Magician, some more commons. Judgment of Anubis, that's a cool card. We have a Tin Vorse Raider, MST, classic. Oh, there's Yugioh. But this isn't the original. This is just a common. Sabersaurus. I remember people playing Dino Rabbit, and this used to be a desired card. Sangan, I'm pretty sure that's still banned. Chaos Sorcerer, I think that was good for a decent time. And then we have some other cards. These are just some commons in here. I think I have more. Is that a holo? I can't even tell. Soul Exchange. This is a holo. I don't like these ones. I guess the official competitive cards, I think you couldn't use the other ones, but these ones you could use, so that's why they created it. Butterfly Dagger Elma. I don't think this card is ever coming off the ban list, and this is the original one from Dark Crisis. I remember that. And last card in here is Great Dizard, which is really crumbled up for some reason. All right, so that's all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have in this binder. I do have more. It's just that they're probably not as interesting as these ones because these were most of my holos. I have other stuff that's just kind of scattered around. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So thank you for watching and I will see you next time.